Okay, let's just dive right in. AI is moving at an absolutely insane pace, right? I mean, this isn't sci-fi anymore. It's here. It's in our offices, our hospitals, even our creative studios, and it is completely shaking up the world of work as we know it.
I mean, we're seeing AI do things that, honestly, just a few years back, we would have sworn only a human could do. We're talking about drafting super complex legal documents, digging through mountains of file.
And get this, in the medical field, it's looking at scans and diagnosing diseases with a level of precision that can actually go toe-to-toe with experienced doctors. So, all of this incredible power, it brings up a really big question. So, if machines can take on these really skilled, white-collar jobs, what's left for us? I know that's a question on a lot of people's minds. And you know what? The answer might be a lot simpler than you'd expect.
So the answer, as it turns out, is something we're calling the human edge. It's basically this whole collection of uniquely human things. Deep empathy, that gut intuition, real physical skill, and moral judgment. These are the things that, for now, machines just can't copy. And this is where we shine.
All right, so let's break this down. First up, we have roles that are all about human connection. I'm talking about fields like healthcare and education. Places where the relationship you build is every bit as important as the actual information you're sharing.
There was this great quote from someone on X that just nails it. The real value isn't just about the data being passed back and forth. No, it's the fact that a real caring person is the one delivering it. You just can't automate a genuine human connection, period.
And this comparison really says everything, doesn't it? An AI? Yeah, it's incredible at crunching the data on a patient's chart, but can it comfort someone? Can it see the fear in their eyes or hold a trembling hand? Nope. That is and will be our territory. And look, we've actually got the data to prove it. Some research from Microsoft found that for these really hands-on jobs, like being a nursing aide, AI's part is, well, it's tiny. We're talking less than 7%. The overwhelming majority of the work? That needs real-time, on-the-spot human judgment that you just can't plan for.
It's the exact same idea in a classroom, right? A truly great teacher isn't just a data transfer machine. They don't just download facts. No, they see that little spark of curiosity in a student, and they know how to fan it into a full-blown fire. They adapt, they motivate. That's something no algorithm can do.
And that's exactly why the demand for these roles is actually growing. I mean, the World Economic Forum is forecasting a 10% rise in education jobs. That's 3 million new jobs for people who can do what AI can't. Ignite that human potential.
Okay, so we've talked about the heart, now let's talk about the hands. This brings us to our second big area of resilience, mastering the physical world and the space of true original creativity. Think skilled trades and the arts.
Just think about it for a second. An AI can probably tell you the textbook way to fix a leaky pipe. Sure, but can it actually get down on the floor, squeeze into that cramped space under the sink, feel for a drip you can barely see, and then have to improvise with some old rusted-out fittings? No way. The real world is messy. It's unpredictable.
And this is a huge reason why the skilled trades are looking so secure right now. When you look at analyses from places like Paybump and Upwork, they're all saying the same thing. The folks who build, fix, and maintain our physical world, they're absolutely in high demand.
So what about creativity? Well, here's the key difference, the real fundamental thing. AI looks at all the data that already exists, and it creates something kind of similar. It's a remixer, right? But humans, we pull from this messy, chaotic, beautiful soup of our own personal experiences to make something genuinely new.
Someone on X posted this list that just sums it up perfectly. Think about it. The physical art of a chef, the hands-on skill of a barber, the pure presence of a great public speaker. All of these things rely on a human touch that, at least for now, is totally irreplaceable.
All right, our last pillar takes us out of the workshop and into the boardroom, or maybe the crisis center. This one is all about leadership, big picture strategy, and wading through those really tricky gray areas of moral and ethical choices.
Look, an AI can optimize a supply chain for pure efficiency, no doubt about it. It'll do it in a heartbeat. But what it can't do is weigh that efficiency against, say, the well-being of the people who work there, or the long-term trust of its customers. For that, you need a human ethical compass.
And again, the data really backs this up. That same Microsoft analysis found that for jobs like business strategists or ethics officers, AI is handling less than 10% of the workload. The really big, high-stakes calls, those are staying firmly in human hands.
So what does this all boil down to? What does our future look like? Well, the real story here isn't humans versus machines. Not at all. It's about humans amplified by machines.
And you might be surprised to hear this, but the World Economic Forum is actually pretty optimistic about it all. They're predicting that a staggering 97 million new jobs are going to emerge by 2025.
Now, that number, 97 million, is more than enough to cover the 85 million or so jobs that might get displaced. So this isn't about the end of work. It's a complete transformation of what work even means.
So the takeaway here is crystal clear. The way forward is all about reinvention. It's about doubling down on our humanity, learning to use AI as an incredibly powerful tool, and never forgetting our unique role in all this. Let the machines handle the calculations. Our job is creation and connection.
And that really leaves us with one final big thought. Machines are getting unbelievably good at answering our questions. Our job, then, becomes asking the right questions and creating meaning from those answers. So I'll leave you with this. As machines compute, what will you